says in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَإِذْ يَرْفَعُ إِبْرَاهِيمُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ وَإِسْمَعِيلُ. If we look at this picture, Ibrahim and his son Ismail are building Al-Kaaba. They're starting to build Al-Kaaba and build the walls, and the son is helping the father. Subhanallah. And as we said before, which son today is helping the father? Our children is busy playing video games, and if you tell him come and help, he asks you 1,000 questions why. And of course, if our children today will say, why don't we do it when it's nice and cool? Why are we doing it in the sun? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose Ibrahim, why is he asking him to do this hard labor? Why isn't somebody else? So many questions our children ask us rather than help, as in this picture, وَإِذْ يَرْفَعُ إِبْرَاهِيمُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ وَإِسْمَعِيلُ. A simple picture where the son is helping the father. Why? Because we haven't trained our children to help. We have trained them to just to sit on the computer and play all the time. So when we ask them to help, they figure it's a chore and it's a hardship. While in the picture here, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, the son is helping the father. القواعد من البيت وإسماعيل. And what do they say? ربنا تقبل منا. ربنا تقبل منا. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from them. And if we look at Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he's leaving his wife and son in the desert, what is the first thing he prays to Allah? وَجْعَلْهُ مُقِيمِ الصَّلَاةِ. He asked Allah that rather than, after that he asked for people to come and help them. But first, إِقَامَةِ الصَّلَاةِ. So more important to Ibrahim that his family, after he leaves them, they pray. And then people to come, أَجْعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِنَّ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. And then people come and help them. But the first thing Ibrahim is worried about, does his wife and his child إقام الصلاة. Because the salah is very important. As the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tells us, الصلاة عماد الدين من أقامها فقد أقام الدين ومن تركها فقد ترك الدين. The salah is the base of religion. He who holds it has held on to religion, and who he leaves it has left religion. Subhanallah. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he's leaving his family, the first thing in his mind, and he prays to Allah, is that they iqam salah. So iqamat as-salah, that's what he has to teach our children from the young. Is the most important thing is iqamat as-salah. And then yes, people to support them and people to help them and everything. Subhanallah, this journey of Al-Hajj, there is so much to learn and so much to reflect on, and we have to learn in these 10 days about Ibrahim and Ismail and his family, because this is what it's about, a reflection on when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, Aslim, qala aslamtu rabbil alameen. We all, when we ask ourselves, we all proudly say we're Muslims, but we reflect on Ibrahim and his life and his family. We have to ask ourselves, have we really surrendered to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We have to understand what the surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means, and how fortunate we are, because we were not asked to sacrifice our children, alhamdulillah, but Ibrahim alayhi salam was put to this test. As the scholar says, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looked in the heart of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and as we know, Ibrahim is Khalilullah, close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he found that Ibrahim started getting fond of his son. He sees his young son growing and sing, and the love of his son is growing in his heart. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts Ibrahim to the test by asking him to sacrifice. And as we said, when Ibrahim seen the dream, he didn't go and sacrifice the son at night. He told his son, Ya bunayya inni ara fil manami inni adbahuk. I see in my dream that I slaughter. And the son, obedient son, what does the obedient son say? Ya aba taf'al ma tu'mar. He tells his father, do what you're asked to do. Subhanallah. So we see the relation between the father and the son. The father is asking the son, even though it is a request from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the son is obedient to the father, and he knows the father is a good man and a reasonable man, and tells the father, do what you are asked to do what you were told to do. Subhanallah, it shows the harmony in the family, it shows the obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it shows the trust. And this is the life of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Inshallah, we will reflect more on it.